Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to give you a rundown on one of my favorite sites. This right here. This is TruGlo Red Dot site. Now there's quite a few different models of TruGlo Red Dot sites. This is just one of them I have here. And I'm going to give you kind of my opinion on the site, what I think is good, bad, whatever, you know. Just a general review. That's basically it. First of all, I want to say that for me, it has been a really good optic. I mean, it's what I like about it is the fact that it's cheap and it works. I mean, a lot of your, high optic sites, that are battery powered, like your EOTechs and your Aimpoints, you're gonna pay a fortune for. Well, this one, its running price is about $50, maybe a little less. Their new model that they came out, their B model to this, is actually $65 normal price. All they really did to it is they changed the dial on the top. So instead of having 11 settings of brightness on it, which I don't know if I can show that or not, you can see the numbers on it right in there. Instead of having those brightness settings, it has just one circular thing that shows, from low to high, and you can just lightly turn it and get more precise settings instead of just 11 different, specific settings. I haven't had the new model yet. I've ran two of these. This is one of them you see here on this Mosin Nagant. So, yeah, so it is empty, just showing you that there. Now confirming it's empty gun. So yeah, I've had this one on quite a few different guns. Anything from 22 to, this rifle here, which, if you know anything about the Mosin Nagant, it's chambered in a 7.62 by 54, which is actually just slightly bigger than a 308. So it can handle a kick from that sucker pretty good, and it holds at 0. So it's pretty nice. I've had it on, like I said, I've had it on 22, 223, 308, and 7.62 by 54 rimmed. So it's been pretty good. No complaints there. The area where I do have complaints is the size of the dot. I'll try and show that to you here real quick. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera. We'll see. If I can get it off here. It takes a little more than what I realized. Alright. So, this model you can also get without lens caps. It's actually significantly cheaper. I don't know why, but they're like 30 bucks without the stupid lens caps, which they come off anyway. But I like the look of it with the caps. You may like it with the caps, whatever, I don't know. That's your call. But anyway, see if we can see the dot there. There you go. So that's the dot. Now, it looks pretty good, and you say, oh, it's a good, crisp, clean dot. Well, kinda and kinda not. First of all, it's 5 MOA, which basically means it's huge. A lot of your good red dots are going to run anywhere from 3 to 1 MOA. But I suppose that's what you get for $50. Now, it's not to say it's bad, it's just, you're trying to shoot at 100 yards, 0 magnification, that big of a dot. It's a challenge. It's really a challenge. Because it covers up most of the target. Not to say it's not doable if you're a good shot, but it's a challenge. You're not going to be a super marksman with it or anything like that. But, if you're looking for a cheap optic to throw on a gun, you can't afford much more. $50, it's a good place to start. And batteries last a long time. It's rugged, waterproof, fog-proof, picnic rail mounted, as you can see here. One thing I do like and don't like at the same time is it's got these bands that hold on the caps for the elevation and windage adjustments, which are just the same as a scope, 1/4 inch at 100 yards for one click. The bad thing about them is unscrewing it takes like 3 fingers. You got to hold the band back with this finger and screw with these two. Otherwise, you try and screw it with just 2 fingers and the band gets twisted up and all that kind of crud. But if you hold it back and you unscrew it, can usually get it without too much of a hassle. It just takes some practice. Let's see here. But the advantage to it is, like I'm going to show you, keeps you from losing your cap. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, like a lot of scopes that have the covers for the adjustment knobs. You know, you can lose them easily, and that really sucks. But yeah, you know, it just keeps you from losing it, which is always a plus. So, I'm not going to screw it all back on here, just a little bit temporarily. Yeah, well, whatever. So anyway, that's that. Like I said, 11 sets of brightness. Some of them are very hard to turn, which I don't like. This one isn't too bad, but the other one is very hard to turn, and that I don't like. You have a knob here that lets you know exactly where 0 is if you can't see the numbers, which is kind of nice. And your battery goes right here. It's 1C2032 battery. That's all it runs on. And it does last quite a long time. So, you know, it's pretty good. I think durability is quite nice on it. But yeah, they have a bazillion other models. You know, it's not like they just make this one Red Dot. TruGlo makes magnification ones. They make extended ones that, you know, you can have different reticles in and all that stuff. So you just have to look around a little bit and find the one you like. But most of them you're going to pay more than $50 for. So you got to take that into consideration. This is one of the cheaper ones. And, you know, considering what you get, it's actually a good deal, you know, like I said. Oh, I forgot to mention that it was also on a 50 caliber black powder. Handle that too. So you can't really complain too much when it just works. It's designed to work, it works. So no problems there. Well, that concludes my review. I hope you appreciate it, and you know, if you're looking for a decent sight for the money, I hope you look into it. Thanks, and please subscribe.